Get ready with the pen and paper as well. I'm using my digital pen. 14 of us, and that's it. Those of you are going to join later on. They're going to lose quite a few of the stuffs. Disposal. Disposal means we are selling of our non-current asset. Now, let's assume this is my non-current asset. Now, this is a computer, CPU or computer, laptop could be even. Last chapter, last week, we have studied how to record the purchase of your non-current asset. This chapter, how to record, how to do accounting disposal of your non-current asset. Disposal, when we bought it, we can physically see the asset. I gave you an example, like I bought a laptop, I have it. It exists in my organization, but when I sell it, it's gone. It doesn't belong to me anymore, doesn't it? It's just gone. That's the concept should be in your head. When we sell it, asset gone. So minus the asset from the accounts as well. Yeah, from the accounts. We are accountant, we do records in the accounts. Also, last lecture, we have studied depreciation, straight line, diminishing method, unit basis, 3 types of depreciation, the fall in the value of non-current asset. If we dispose any asset, sell any asset, the depreciation should be vanished as well. Yeah, the asset doesn't exist, depreciation of that asset. The asset we are disposing, yeah, should be vanished. So let's assume we have an asset, this one. You can see the asset. When you dispose it, it disappears. Boom, gone. Let's assume accumulated DP, you have learned it, the accumulated DP of that asset. Maybe the asset was held in the business for 4, 5 years, 2 years, 20 years. Yeah, the laptop I showed you, maybe I bought 5 years ago, I kept in the business. Now after 5 years later, today I'm selling it, or last week I sold it, could be. When I sell it, all the accumulated depreciation I accounted in my T account should be what? Vanished, gone, minus. So 2 things you have already learned. When you sell the asset vanish, asset gone, accumulated debris gone. 2 things. Third one, whenever we sell, like look at this laptop, obviously I don't want to sell it, but let's say I sold it. Now by selling it, I'm getting some money, doesn't it? Now I can compare, like whether I'm selling it at a profit or loss. Whether I'm selling it at profit or loss. This is the third thing. First thing, asset gone. Second thing, your depreciation gone. And third thing is, I'll call it profit or loss on disposal. Or I'm just doing introductory talkie, yeah? Profit or loss. I might sell at a profit or might sell at a loss. Now, if you haven't studied accounting, or if you are just a general person, non-accountant person, maybe you are a doctor, maybe you are an engineer, maybe you are just the owner of any big business, you never studied accounting. If I tell you, oh, I bought it for £1,100 and I sold it for £200, you would say, oh man, this is a big loss, 900 loss. That's a non-accountant person who's going to say, isn't he? But you have studied accounting and you know the depreciation is associated with this asset. Over the 5 years I used it. Over the 5 years, every year I charge depreciation £200. So for the 5 years I charged £1,000 depreciation, accumulated depreciation. That should be taken away from the cost. So maybe the cost, look at these words. Yeah, cost was 1,100 and accumulated depreciation. Let me erase these things. Accumulated depreciation was like over the 5 years, I charged 1,000. Carrying amount, did you remember last chapter? Yeah, carrying amount is 100. That is the worth of the asset, people. Stay focused, yeah? It's the beginning, morning in the lecture, and that's important. 100, but how much you sold it for? Whatever we sold it for, we call it sale proceed. And we got money into the bank, so bank debit. We sold it for 200. So can you see there is a 100 gain, doesn't it? And that's it. This is the third one. That's all about this chapter. Okay, I hope you got the fundamental idea, and we're going to cover the entire chapter anyway. Look at this. The one I just showed you with an example is being covered here, gain or loss. Please do remember this formula. We compare proceed, means how much we received by selling the asset, how much money coming in. This is 200 I said. Less carrying amount. Carrying amount is the net book value. How do you get carrying amount? You get carrying amount cost minus accumulated depreciation, don't you? Cost of the asset, which was 1100 minus accumulated. What is an accumulated depreciation? Last all previous years depreciation added up together. Carrying amount, and then cost minus accumulated depreciation, get carrying amount was 100, and I got my gain is 100. Yeah, just letting you one more stuff here. If there is a gain on disposal, I sold it, there is a profit in my accounts. Where should you take it? Let's see who gives me the good answer. Gain on disposal. Where do you write it? Into the accounts, financial statements. Where do you write financial statements? Abdulaziz has given me some answer. Financial statements. Which statement you recorded is my specific question now. Yeah, that's a good answer. Yes, PL. All of you are right so far, Abdulaziz, Oksana, and but yeah, Sarika got a P&L, profit and loss, or SPL, Abdulaziz. Yeah, there's a profit on disposal. SPL has an income after the gross profit, doesn't it? If there's a loss, still you write in the SPL as an expense. That's it. And the one I said at the beginning, like that is being shown here, accounting entries, remove the asset, remove the accumulated depreciation, and do the, these are the three things you're going to learn. Yeah, first one, remove the asset because we're selling it. Remove the accumulated depreciation because we're selling it. The depreciation should not be there. And calculate how much there is profit or loss. These are the three things we are learning today in this particular chapter. There's something called part exchange. Part exchange means when you exchange your old asset for a new one. Yeah, when you exchange your old asset for a new one. Well, that means you're giving the old asset, getting a new one. But it's not like it's just the exchange only. You might have to give some money as well because new asset is more expensive, doesn't it? Yeah, that's my part exchange. Just like disposal, similar. We will go through with some activities. That was our introduction. Recap of non-current asset is not needed because non-current asset held in the business for more than 12 months time. We use it and get economic benefit over the years. Gain or loss on disposal is being said, and you already know it, where to record it. That's the formula. Gain or loss, we had a discussion. I'm going to go straight into the accounting treatment. Everything to do with the disposal of is transferred to the disposal account. So people, remember, we are going to do three accounts. Three things again. Disposal of non-current asset. Although they're saying 4 steps, basically 3. 3 T accounts should be maintained. I'll show you in a minute. The first one, remember, the first one. Okay, 4 steps will follow 4. First one, remove the asset. Now, as we said, asset should be gone. Boom, gone. How do you make asset gone? Asset credit. That's how you make asset credit. And disposal account debit. 2 accounts you need to open simultaneously together. Asset account, disposal account, also accumulated depreciation account. 3 accounts, in fact. Asset account, disposal account, and accumulated depreciation. These are journal in front of you, but journal means you can transfer it to the T accounts, every debit and credit. So how do you remove it? By making your asset credit. So asset credit and disposal debit with the same amount of money, the asset we're selling, the cost price. First thing, yeah, this is the first thing we're doing. Look at the here. The first thing, asset gone. Second one, depreciation should be gone. Let me show you. Did you remember accumulated depreciation is your credit account? Yeah, please do remember if you have forgotten. Accumulated depreciation is your credit account. Into the accounts we maintain, it is a credit. We want to remove it because we're selling the asset. How do you remove it? Make it debit. Accumulated depreciation, debit. And disposal credit. So accumulated depreciation is debit and disposal credit. See, this is the accounts happening. The removal of the accumulated depreciation. And then third one we do is the account for sale proceeds. Account for sale proceed. By selling it, we got some money. You know, in our case at the top, we got £200 money. Yeah. So when you get money, your bank goes up. That's why bank debit. And into the disposal account, we make it credit. Disposal account. So there is a disposal account. We make it credit, sale proceed. And if you meant to do a bank account, you can do it, bank debit. That's how we do the T accounts. Actually, we have done three things. And last step, balance the disposal account. Balance the disposal account to find whether there is a profit or loss, gain or loss. Yeah, that is our introductory talkie. These steps you need to follow and remember. I'm going to do activity 1 with all of you right now. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Abdulaziz. Balance CDBD you got to do. Balancing basically to find the balancing amount into the disposal account, how much is profit or loss. Yeah, instead of a CDBD, but we call it balancing account. Let's do it. It will make more sense. Yeah. Activity number 1 with some facts and figures. It's gonna make more sense to all of you. I hope so. Business bought a machine for 6,000 and has held it for 2 years. So assume you are the accountant, you bought an asset, a machine, a couple of years ago for 6,000. That is the cost of the asset. So we are going to sell it. Let's read it. The machine is sold in year 3 for 3,000. Now, as I said at the beginning, if you're a non-accountant person, bought it for 6,000, sold it for 3,000. Horrible you, there is a loss of 3,000. No, not like that. Don't think like that. Because you're an accountant, you're going to say, no, think accounting wise, think depreciation wise. There should be some depreciation. Yeah, we don't compare the cost with the selling sale proceed. This 3,000 is called proceed. Please, you can write it down in your book. This 3,000 is called sale proceed. And so we got that money, bank debit, disposal credit. Please do remember the double entry. Now, depreciation. The business depreciate the machine on a diminishing balance. Diminishing balance. I'm giving you 2 options. Quick quiz. Let's see who gives me the right answer. Diminishing balance. Do you charge depreciation on cost or carrying amount? Diminishing balance. Do you charge depreciation on cost or carrying amount? I got answers from Abdulaziz, Sarika, Oksana, Xavier, Archran, and all of you are right. Carrying amount. Thank you. Yep. Carrying amount. Carrying amount means cost minus accumulated depreciation. Carrying amount. 40% on the rate of 40%. Look at the last line. No depreciation is charged in the year of disposal. So we sold on year 3. Can you see it? We sold on year 3. Don't charge any depreciation. How many years depreciation are you going to charge then? We're going to charge 2 years depreciation, doesn't it? Although the asset held in our business for 3 years, we sold on the 3rd year. We've been instructed not to charge the 3rd year's depreciation. Don't charge in depreciation for the last year or the year of disposal. So 2 years depreciation, we're going to charge it. Let's read the whole question. The business has a policy capitalized non-current asset expenditure over 500. This is more than 500. So ignore the line. This is just nothing, waste of time. I don't like you. You get lost from here. Okay, this is the line I'm talking about. All right. So 2 years depreciation. How do you do it? Let's do the workings first. There are some A and B. I'm not even reading that. Let's do that working first. Yeah, because a little bit of picture is in your head already. So you need a carrying amount, then sale proceeds is already given. You compare, get the profit or loss and all, doesn't it? I can see in the question even asking you, is it a gain or loss? Let's find it out. At first, we got to do the cost of the asset is any format. You can use your paper, use your calculator and do the workings. Yeah, year one cost is 6,000 at the rate of 40%. 40%, how much is the depreciation? Let's do it on calculator. Come on, where's my calculator? Here it is. Yeah, I'm doing some calculation. Some people are working. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, people. But let me, 6,000. I'm doing 40% depreciation. I got 2,400. 2,400. I should have taken longer space. So 6,000 minus 2,400. I get my carrying amount for at the end of the year one is how much? 6,000 minus 2,400. I got 3,600. And then I got to do again 40%, don't I? Thank you, Archran and Nicolette. Again 40%. On that figure, if I do again 40%, I got 1,440. 1,440. That should be taken away from this figure. I should get my year two carrying amount, which I needed. 3,600 minus 1,440. 2,160. Thank you, people. Thank you, Xavier, Nicolette, everybody. 2,160. 2,160. That's my carrying amount. How much I sold it? So proceed. The proceed was 300. Sorry, 3,000. I sold it at a higher price. Tell me, are you happy or sad by selling this asset? Happy or sad by selling this asset? Nicholas says happy. Sarika happy. Who is sad here? Anybody sad? Nobody should be sad. Thank you, Xavier. Sad. Come on, Mohammed. Why, Mohammed? Why you are sad? Yeah, you're selling. Maybe you love the asset a lot. Yeah, that's why there can be a little bit sadness, but money-wise, you are a gainer. You should be happy. Okay, very happy. How much happy? I mean, in terms of money, there was a figure you people gave me, 840, isn't it? Yeah, we love money. We work with money. Tell me, who is not okay with this? This is my gain. Gain on disposal. Who is not okay with this? I know I need to go faster, but with covering everything. Yeah, you can check out the video yet again. So that is my gain. 840 should be the right answer. I'd like to check the answer step by step here. That should be the answer anyway. That is my gain. Now let's check out the question. Calculate the gain or loss on disposal. That's my A. Done. B. Show how the disposal would be accounted for in the ledger accounts. Now check it out. Ledger accounts. How many ledger accounts they have given us? Superb. 3 ledger accounts. The entire chapter is about 3 ledger accounts. The first account is asset account or machine at cost. Asset account. Obviously, asset account, it is a debit account, doesn't it? Debit on the, I mean, if it goes up on the debit side, if it goes down on the credit side, okay? And machinery accumulated depreciation. This is the second one. And this is, give me a minute, hold on. This is a credit account, doesn't it? Credit. So if it goes up, plus on the credit side, minus on the debit side. Disposal, now, disposal is a profit or loss account, but for your understanding purpose, you can say it is a debit account, just for your learning purpose. Yeah, basically disposal is a comparison of profit, how to find your profit or loss. But for your understanding purpose, you can say it is a debit account. 3T accounts will do the job, the entire chapter. So from the top one, from the top information, very few information given. Even in the exam, very few information will be given, and that's enough to do the questions and answers. The few information are, you bought the asset 2 years ago for £6,000. That's 2 information. You bought it 2 years ago, £6,000. That's 1 information, yeah? And the second one, you sold it for £3,000, and there's a depreciation percentage, 40%. Third information, yeah? And one more information is, do not charge any depreciation on the disposal, year of disposal, yeah? Sometimes you got to do pro rata, month by month basis, yeah? Okay, just give me a minute. There's a little noise going here. Just, I'll be back in 1 minute time. Just bear. just bear with me. If you can try this one of yourself based on the previous T counts, so I'll be glad. I'll come back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. There was a construction going on nearby my house. There was a little noise. I said, please be mild. Yeah, don't do too much noise. Well, now in this particular question, what we're going to do is we had an asset. Look at the screen, please. We had an asset 6,000, but we don't have it. So make it credit. By making it credit, our job is done. The asset is gone. Okay. And we call it disposal. It goes into the disposal. Machine credit, disposal, account debit. Machine at cost, you can write. That's the first thing, people. I removed my asset, first thing. Second thing, I need to remove my accumulated depreciation because the asset has gone, yeah? And the depreciation gone. How much is the depreciation? 3840. And I think we found it 3840 as well. Well, how much was the depre? You look at this first year, 2,400, and second year, 1,440. That's how we got 3840. And that 3840 was credited here. Now should be debited in the accumulated depreciation. 3840, people. By writing just 3840 on the debit side of my accumulated depreciation T account is vanished. And disposal account should be credit. 3840. And you can write machine accumulated depre into the detail. Yeah, so the first one done, machine credit. Second one done, depreciation credit, accumulated depre, I meant to say. And third one, we need to complete the disposal account. Now in the disposal account, on the debit side, we have 6,000. Look at this, disposal mainly, what do you do? 6,000 is the cost, less accumulated debris is the 3840. We get carrying amount. How much was that? How much is that? 2160. 2160. Then we compare with sale proceed. Sale proceed was 3,000, wasn't it? And it's just a comparison, yeah? And obviously we sold at a higher price. 840 is my profit. That's all about disposal, isn't it, people? Disposal. How do you show in a T account? We show just like on the screen. On the debit side, we recorded 6,000 debit. And on the credit side is taken away. This accumulated debris is a minus, taken away. Then the bank or sale proceed here is in the into the pick list. There is nothing called sale proceed, but there is a bank point given. Means by selling it, we got some money. That's why we call it bank. The sale proceed, we call it bank. You can call it bank as well for your working purpose. Bank means that much money you received. Then check out the balancing figure. Do the balance CDBD type stuff. Normally, the balancing CDBD you do. How do you do? If you remember from the first class we have done it, or my videos, we do this way. We check the total, which side is bigger. We found credit side is bigger, 6840. Thank you, Xavier. 6840. Yeah, you can work in advance and help me. 6840. And when we take away, the remaining is 840. And that's what goes where? Into the which one suits best? Tell me, is it the bank? Is it the disposal? This I mean here about. What is the description? Is the machine accumulated debris? Is the machine at cost? Is it profit and loss account? What do you write? Where does it go? In fact, 4840. It is a profit. It goes into the P&L. Thank you. P&L, yes. Thank you, everybody. Thanks all of you, those of you are participating. That's it. Yeah, hold on, why it is a loss? It is a profit, yeah, profit and loss. It is a profit, yeah, it is a profit. That's why on the disposal account, the debit side, but if you meant to do in the P&L, because we have checked it out at the top, it is a profit. Okay, Nicolette, it is not a loss. And the P&L account, it should be on the credit side. And P&L credit means it's a gain, all right? It's a gain. Loss would be here on the credit side of your disposal account automatically. The balancing figure will get automatically. That is my disposal. Hope it is okay. And if there is no question, I'm moving ahead with part exchange allowance. Part exchange, the same thing, but instead of just getting rid of the old asset, we are getting a new asset as well. That is my part exchange. That's the fundamental idea. Is it okay? What I said, disposal means, my old asset, my asset gone. Yeah, I'm getting money, that's all right. But part exchange means I'm giving my old asset, getting a new one, but I might have to pay extra money from my pocket because obviously the new asset will cost me more than the old one, isn't it? Yeah. Yes. Well, unless you sell a very rare wine, the older it gets, the expensive it is. Yeah. Some cheese, older the expensive. Yeah. So we're not talking about the exceptional things. We're talking about normal things. The old computer I gave, I bought a new computer. Obviously, the new computer going to cost me more, and that's how we're going to work out. Same rules. Look at this. The first one. My asset, remove the asset at first. Remove the cost of the asset, or just remove the asset. My asset becomes credit. Non-current asset, SOFP, still financial position, credit. And disposal account, debit. Disposal belongs to SPL. Second one, same as a disposal, normal disposal. Remove the accumulated debris. Accumulated depreciation becomes debit, just like the earlier one. Same thing. Accumulated debris debit and disposal credit. That's how it works. And then last one is, you know, the other one, we didn't buy any non-current asset. Rather, we got money by selling. We got money. My bank was debit and disposal credit. But this time we're getting an asset, non-current asset, new asset. So because of exchange, part exchange, my asset accounts debit, still disposal is as usual, disposal is credit. Then we can still find out by exchanging whether we exchange at a profit or loss by doing the balancing, balance CDBT. Yeah. And as I said, we are getting a new asset, record any additional payment because we are paying extra money for a new asset, which may be expensive. Just exchange was not enough. We had to pay something extra from our pocket. So my bank is going down because of that extra payment, bank credit. And I'm getting a new asset, asset debit. That's how we do. Yeah. Okay, so only the new thing here is I'm not getting any money. Rather, by exchanging the old one, I'm getting a new one. So assets are up. And I might have to pay extra money from my pocket, my bank going down. Well, let's do with facts and figures. Activity 2, it's going to help you with more understanding. Then I'll give you some more questions from my side. Disposal of a machine, it's a part exchange. Assume in activity 1, the last one, disposal of a machine for cash, that instead of cash proceeds of 3,000, there's a part exchange allowance for 3,000. You know, our old asset, which was 6,000 was the cost. We exchanged it, is the 3,000. Everything is same because it's coming from activity 1. So the accumulated depreciation is same. Everything is same, yeah? The net book value, carrying amount is same. But we gave the old asset, and this is important part here. Exchange allowance. What do you mean by allowance? Exchange allowance means the money value of the asset was considered for £3,000. Yeah. I gave the old asset, let's assume this is my old asset. I gave it to the person, Apple company. And I got a new one, nice one, bigger one, more expensive. And this one is worth of £10,000. I got an asset worth of £10,000 that's coming into my business. So I have an asset which is worth of 10,000 now, but the one I had worth of 6,000 at a cost, not worth of cost, 6,000 less accumulated depreciation, whatever, no matter. I exchanged it for 3,000. I'm asking you one simple question. You know, I exchanged it for 3,000, exchanged, and I got a new asset of 10,000. Rest of the money I paid out from my bank account. How much I paid out from my bank account? Who gives me the right answer? People are already answering me, yeah? Lovely, well done. 7,000 is the answer. And you know, that is the answer for B. Thank you, everybody. Thanks all of you, yeah? Nicolette, Abdulaziz, Harika, Kamil, Xavier, all of you are right. Calculate the amount of cash paid for the new machine. Yes. I paid 7,000. Now the question coming in, calculate the gain or loss on disposal machine. Please tick the relevant box. You know, the gain and loss is just like the earlier one, because the gain or loss we identify from which one? From cost minus accumulated debris. You get carrying amount. Cost was 6,000. Whatever was the last one, and accumulated debris was how much? Whatever is that one is the answer from this question. 840 is the answer, basically, yeah? 840 is the answer. 2160 was the accumulated carrying amount. 840. 840 is the gain, because it's the same thing. I've done it, yeah? So we can take away the accumulated debris, get your carrying amount, compare with the exchange proceed, yeah? Exchange means exchange. Exchange means disposal. Disposal, 3,000. We exchanged it for 3,000, but the worth of the asset was less than that. So we exchanged at a higher price, 840. Same idea, same thinking. That's great. And the B was 7,000 should be the answer. And I hope 7,000 makes sense to you. Yeah, 7,000. Just taking 30 more seconds to explain how do you get the 7,000. What is the question? Question is calculate the amount cash paid for the new machine. You know, the new machine we bought it, the cost of the new machine, worth of the new machine is £10,000, doesn't it? But we exchanged an asset, or we call it disposal, exchange, but in your mind you can call it exchange. We exchange it, 3,000. We don't need to give 3,000 because we gave the asset. How much we got to give? 7,000. That's the answer. All right, now we're going to deal number C, like how to do the machine account, how to do the accumulated depreciation account, how to do the new machine cost account, and the disposal account. Only new thing here is this new machine cost, and a little bit into the disposal could be. I will check it out. First two are same. First one, machine account. I had a machine worth of 6,000 on the debit side of my machine account. Now I don't have it, so let's get rid of it. Write down 6,000 on the credit side. Job done. Machine vanished. Old one, because we exchange it. It doesn't belong to me anymore. So we still call it disposal. I'd like to check the epic list. What did they call it? They gave disposal. You can call it part exchange or disposal, but for your assessment, call it disposal. Yeah, disposal. Because we got to open a disposal account. So machine account credit, disposal account debit. Yep. And we call it machine at cost. That's your double entry, people. Please do remember. That's your double entry, the arrow I drawn, the first one. This is my first one done with the double entry. I'm erasing the arrow. That was just for your understanding purpose. Next one, get rid of the accumulated depreciation. So accumulated depreciation is already on the credit side, right on the debit side. We got rid of it. What do you write into the detail? Disposal. And that goes on the disposal account. Accumulated debit, disposal account credit, 3840. And you write accumulated old machine accumulated what did they give you? They gave you old machine accumulated. Yeah, that's what you write here. So the first two T accounts are done. My asset got removed. My accumulated depreciation got removed. I'm yet to do new machinery account. I can do it now, but I have disposal account to do. Let me finish the disposal, then I'll come back to the new machine. Into the disposal, we are looking for, is there a profit or loss we sold it? We know we exchanged it. We sold at a profit, but how do you do it? We call it, last time we called it bank because we got money. This time we're not getting money, so don't call it bank. We call it disposal rather. No, hold on. This is a disposal account. Old machine at cost is given, taken here. Then we call it this, 3,000. There is no other option. I'll check the answer here. Maybe bank would be the best suitable one here, but bank is not the one here. Balance CDBD, no. New machine at cost, no. Old machine accumulated at pre. I have a little doubt regarding this box here. I'll check in a minute, don't worry. But let's check out how much is the profit or loss on disposal. We do the normal, same thing. Check it out. This side is bigger, 6840. Write it here, 6840. Taking away 840. Goes to the P&L. P&L. Allowance. Someone who said Abdulaziz sells allowance. Why is that allowance? Yeah, I'll check it out. Don't worry. That is my profit. Now let's go to the, I said I have a little question on this box. Yeah. Apart from bank, I don't see anything suitable. But we'll check it out, the detail, the double entry. New machine should be generally, because a new machine I'm going to write here. Yeah, the new machine, how much worth of new machine I got it, worth of 10,000. I'm doing from the bottom. And how I am getting it? I'm getting it, excuse me, 3,000 I exchanged it for, yeah? Disposal or exchange. Yeah, that's the double entry. Then I can write here new machine, yeah. That's how I can get. New machine, the machine I exchanged is worth of 3,000. Then from bank, I paid 7,000. So machine debit, and if I meant to do a bank account, bank would have been credit. There is none given, but could be asked in the exam. And that is my 10,000. And that is my 10,000 on the other side. Nothing to take here. All of it becomes your balance, CD. Boom, that's it. You see, I had a doubt. Let me take another color pen here. I said I had a doubt over this box, like what shall I write it down? It's the opposite account's name. New machine at cost. Yeah, that's what I write. Yeah, new machine at cost. And that's how you do your work. If it is not an exchange, what do you write? You write a bank because you receive a money. If it is not a disposal, not a part exchange, because it's a part exchange, you're writing new machine, the opposite account's name. Any questions so far? Summarizing everything in 1 minute for you people. Stay focused. I've taken another color pen. At first the first thing I did is I disposed my asset by writing on the credit side. Asset account, balanced, gone, boom. Second thing I did, or you got to do, is vanish your accumulated debris. Write on the debit side, 3840, and the depreciation gone. Then I jumped into the disposal account. In the disposal account debit side, I have written machine at cost 6,000 minus 3840, old depreciation, because basically these are coming from here. Okay, hold on. Yep. Then I compared how much was the exchange for, 3,000 exchanged for. And then I got a profit by exchanging it, 840 on the exchange, 840 profit. That's it. And this is still untouched. How did I do it? New assets. How much new asset I got it? Simple answer is 10,000. But how? In two different stages. The first stage here is A, I'm saying. It's a exchange. By exchanging the old one, the value was considered 3,000. That's why we call it disposal. You still call it part exchange, but for your assessment, call it disposal. And rest of the money I give from my pocket, bank account, business bank account, that's my B, 7,000. Thus I got 10,000. 10,000 is the asset, belongs to me at this moment. And the 6,000 doesn't belong to me anymore. That's my 1 minute from you people. Okay, so I will definitely give you activity 3 to do. But before that, just checking partway through left. Okay. Activity 3, get ready with your pen and paper. Calculate the accumulated depreciation on original van was part exchanged. No matter whether disposal or part exchange, your accumulated depreciation should be same. There is nothing much to do. No, it's up to you. You do it. TikTok, not the TikTok application. Last time some of you told me the TikTok application. Are you going to open a TikTok application? No, I'm not. It's a TikTok, the clock. I think 2 minutes is enough to get the answer. Okay, Sarika, give me the breakdown, please. Those of you working, please give me the breakdown. accumulated DP. Abdulaziz says 15,000. Give me the breakdown. Whoever is working, give me how you're getting it, all of it. Okay. Okay, Abdulaziz is going good. Sarika is all right, good as well. So, but Sarika is one more step ahead. Okay, Abdulaziz, I'll take your answer and moving ahead. Original van was bought 16,000. 4 years depreciation has been applied, means already charged. Has been applied means what? Already charged. Depreciation is provided 6 years. Straight line, life is easy. Straight line is easy peasy lemon squeezy. And estimated residual value is 1,000. Now I'm taking the answer from Abdulaziz. 16,000 is the cost minus residual value 1,000 over what? Over how many years? 6 years. You get depreciation. Now I'm going back to Sarika. This should be 2,500, shouldn't it? Just checking on screen calculator. 15,000 divided by 6. 2,500 is my depre. That is annual depreciation. Do you agree? Yes, that is annual depreciation. But how many years depreciation held for? 4 years. Where did you read it? There you go. There you read it. Times by 4. 10,000 is the answer. 10,000 should be the right answer, okay? See, if you know it, 30 seconds. If you know it, 30 seconds. If you don't know it, 30 minutes is not enough. The question asks you accumulated depreciation, the original van. So just follow the steps. Look at the steps. Cost minus residual value. The cost given residual value, I found 1,000 from here. Scrap value, residual value over number of years. I got depreciation per year, 2,500. And 4 years it is held for. Times by 4, 10,000 is my accumulated depreciation. That's my answer. Hope it helps. Moving on. There you go. The disposal account. Now let's read a little more talkie from here. Let's see who gets the answer. It's your turn. It's not my turn. Give me the profit or loss. That is my question to you. Was that a profit or was that a loss? Then I can share the answer with you. Like part exchange allowance was 5,200. Okay, what I can help you is the sale proceed was considered as 5,200. Was that a profit or loss? And 18,000 was paid from the bank. Okay, let's see who finds it. Let me do in my big calculator. When is it sold? I never said it, yeah? It looks like a loss, yeah, to me. How much is the loss? Good. Let's see, more people says 800. I agree with Aya, 800 is a loss. It looks like to me 800 is a loss. Thank you, Basil and Aya. I'll check the answer, yeah? It's going to save a little time here. And 18,000 was paid from the bank. Now, if I ask you, how much is the value considered for the new asset? 18,000 loss, take an answer. My second question to you, which they didn't ask you, maybe they didn't. No, they didn't, but I'm asking from my side. Is how much is the value of the new asset? You know, we gave the old one, we got a new one. What is the cost of the new one? We give the old one, and that has been considered as 5,200 pounds. And for the and also we gave 18,000 from our pocket. Thank you. Everybody is right here. And Aya said 18,000 given from our pocket plus 5,200 was considered the old asset is equals to 23,200 is the right answer. Thank you. Yeah. So that is that. Let's check out the answer. It is activity number what? Activity number 3. Activity number 3, 2, 3. Where's that? Ooh, fantastic. All of you are right. I need to take a pen here. Blue is the one. And look at this, 800 is the loss. The other question is not being asked here. The one I asked from my side, but it is correct answer. That's going to be asked in another question could be. Well, that was so good. You people are doing well. And I'm going to, another new topic of this particular chapter is about asset disposed partway through the year. Last lecture, you have learned asset purchased partway through the year. At this point, I'd like to take a picture of the attendance. Attendance, yeah. Just taking a quick picture, then I'll update it on the, okay, everybody's here until the very end. Anybody else at the bottom? Nobody else. All right. All right, so attendance taken. Partway through means half yearly, could be 3 months later you sold the asset, 5 months later, not exactly at the beginning, something like that, yeah, or not exactly at the end of the year. So partway through of the year, you're buying, you're selling the asset. This time you're selling the asset. So we call it pro rata basis. Yeah, pro rata basis, not the porota basis. Yeah, the Indian dish in the morning we eat porota or paratha, we call it. Yeah, it's not that. It's a pro rata, means month by month. You can write it down. Month by month basis. Month by month basis. Just be aware, please, everybody. Look at these bold lines I'm going to highlight. Look at this line I'm reading for you. Full year's depreciation in the year of purchase or acquisition and none in the year of disposal. I hope all of you are good with this sentence. This sentence is very important and very easy. It's asking you, charge full year depreciation when you bought the asset, irrespective of whatever month you bought it. Let's assume my year end is December. My year end is December. I bought the asset somewhere in June, could be April, could be September, could be. No matter, charge the full year's depreciation from January till December. That is what being said here. But none in the year of disposal. Means after 3 years, although still my year end is December, but I sold the asset somewhere in October. It is said, don't charge any depreciation in the year of disposal. Yeah, that's that. You must be very clear with this statement. I repeat the statement. Charge full year's depreciation in the year of purchase, irrespective of which month you bought it. Don't worry about it. None in the year of disposal. Don't charge anything, which we have worked it out anyway in this. One of the examples could be. That is one thing. Second thing is pro rata basis, month by month basis. Let's see, a full year's depreciation charge in the year of acquisition, none in the year of disposal. No, not that one. Month by month basis means they will tell you pro rata or month by month basis. That's it. If I find the suitable wordings, we're going to find anyway. Yeah, then I will share with you. They will just tell you month by month basis or a pro rata basis. Look at this. The business charges a straight line depreciation on a pro rata basis. Pro rata basis means month by month basis. You need to calculate how many months the asset held in the business for, and that many months depreciation. This is more accurate, doesn't it? Yeah. But to do the ease of the accounting, we use a charge full year depreciation, none in the year of disposal, because it's not just one asset we're buying and selling. There could be hundreds of assets. Yeah. Think about big companies. Yeah. Big setup. Yeah. Like even in airline industry, they're buying thousands of assets. Yeah. Even Tesco, as the retail companies, they're buying thousands of assets. They're selling thousands of assets even. Why they're selling it? It became older. They don't want to keep the older assets, sell it. So for that reasons, we use different accounting policies. Let's talk about this particular example. People, at this point of time, I'd like to share one utmost important sentence with you, which is year end. What did I say? YE. Normally we refer it year end. Now, financial year end can start from anywhere and stop after 12 months. I repeat, accounting, financial statement year can start any month and it ends after 12 months. Your calendar year starts from January, ends in December. That is your calendar year. But financial year, wherever it starts from, like for example, it started from September, it ends in August, doesn't it? Started in January, ends in December. Started in June, it started in July, ends in June. That should be there. That you must keep in your head. So when students do mistake just because they don't focus on year end. Yeah, year end is the most important thing. Then you can play around. Like, oh, if my year end is March, how many years it was held for, how many months it was held for last accounting period, this accounting period. Yeah, very important for this chapter, next chapter as well. Let's read this now. A business sold a van for 3,000. People, write me back. What do you mean by for 3,000? What is this? A business sold a van for 3,000. My question is, what is this? Like, is it a sale proceed? Is it a bank going up? Is it a going down? Is it a loss on the asset? Is it the cost of the asset? What is this? Okay, Abdulaziz says proceeds and Aya says disposal price. Sale proceed is the best answer, but disposal price means yes, that's the money you are getting it. Yeah, that's still fine. Disposal price, money you are getting it. Yeah, that's good. These tiny stuffs are very important. Yeah, money we are getting it. But what is the cost of the asset? We don't know yet. Now we're gonna know. We sold it on April 2019. It had originally cost 12,000. We bought it for 12,000. We sold it for 3,000. Obviously, we ain't going to think like that 9,000 is the loss. No, we're not thinking like that. We are accountant. Had an accumulated depreciation brought forward. 1st of January, 7,200. You can find it out easily, can you not? For 2019, how much is the carrying amount? But I'm reading further. The business charges a straight line SL depreciation on a pro rata basis, it's a month by month basis, 20%. And has a year end. There we go, people. The one I was talking about. YE. 31st December. And when did you sell the asset? April. April, doesn't he? And you are not doing a full year account depreciation. It's a pro rata month by month basis of depreciation. How many months are held in the business? January, February, March, and April. 4 months. Look at the date, 30th of April. That's also very important. 1st of April and 30th of April. Big difference. 30 days difference, doesn't it? 30th of April means January, February, March, and full of April. 4 months. And that's how you're going to do the depreciation. 12,000 times by 20%. Whatever is the depreciation? 12 over 4. Yeah, sorry, 4 over 12. 800 is the depreciation. Okay, that's your pro rata, month by month basis. What is the gain or loss on the disposal? Now, that is already accumulated, balance BD of the depreciation. Look at this one here. We still do sale proceed minus, compare with the carrying amount, and carrying amount is 4,000. How did they find 4,000? Cost minus accumulated depreciation. Accumulated depreciation is BD, 7,200, and this year's 4 months depreciations is 800. Altogether, accumulated depreciation is 8,000. Taken away from the cost, your carrying amount is CA is 4,000, but you sold it for 3,000. 1,000 is your loss on disposal. I hope you are okay with the pro rata basis. Yeah, the month by month basis. Already balance BD of the accumulated given plus this year's few depreciation, which we had to calculate. We did calculate. We found the carrying amount, which is 4,000, but we sold it for 3,000. There's a loss of 1,000. And I hope you can do the T account of disposal. If you meant to do a T account for asset, you can do it, asset. Accumulated depre, you can do the accumulated depre as well. Moving on to activity number 4, part exchange of a machine. You got to do it. Just yeah, another big part is a non-current asset register is there. Okay, giving you the easy peasy one. I hope the disposal and bank you can do it. Just asking you. Something else. Let me read it for you. Activity 4. This task is about ledger accounting for non-current assets. You are working on the accounts of a business for the year ended 31st August 2019. VAT ignored. Life easy. Don't worry about the VAT. Business has a policy of capitalizing expenditure over 700. Even this line is also not relevant most of the time. It will be anyway more than 700. Machine was part exchange January. When is the year end, people? August. And it was exchanged in January. Okay, so we need to take into account the original machine was bought for 10,600 February 2015, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 we sold it, isn't it? Depreciation is provided 20% straight line. Look at this clause. Full year's depreciation is applied in the year of acquisition and none in the year of disposal. So don't worry about the pro rata. Don't worry about the month by month basis. Year of disposal means 2019, we will not charge anything. Year of purchase acquisition means 2015, we will charge all of it. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 4 years depre. Would you agree? 4 years depre. And straight line is very easy. Just do 20% on A. So what is the accumulated depreciation? That is my first question to all of you. What is the accumulated depreciation? I'm doing on my calculator. And I got the answer. Nicolette, be very specific. That is not the accumulated. So that's Archran. That is not the accumulated. I repeat, 2120 is not the. Yes, that sounds good, Pavla now. Yeah, sorry, Caswell. Yeah, so be careful with that. Yeah, the one you people found first is depreciation charge for the year. Then when you multiply with 4 years, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, 4 years should be 8,000 4 year. 8480 is the answer. Thank you, people. Thanks for the correction. Now, for that was accumulated depre. Part exchange allowance, 1250. Now, carry added 8480. Is that a profit or loss? My question to you. I got the answer. Let's see who gets the answer. Is there a profit or loss? Part exchange allowance is 1250. Ooh. Okay, Archran, be careful with that. Let's see more people do different answers. Archran says profit. Nicholas says loss. Let's see more people answer. Archran, you're right now, it looks like. Okay, 870 is loss. Who is not getting that one? 870 is loss. You know, let me take the calculator on screen. Now you can see it. You know, the cost of the asset was, how much was that? 10,000 something, doesn't it? 10,600. Cost, 10,600 minus accumulated depreciation 8480. And that is the worth of my asset, 2120. 2120 is the carrying amount. But how much you exchanged it for? You exchanged it at a much less price, 1250. That's very sad. You are not happy. 870 is the loss. Good answer. 870, I'm writing it down. Oops, too much 7. 870 loss. And that's it. My third question to you. How much is the worth of the, how much is the cost of the new asset? I asked you this question. Most of you gave me good answer. How much is the cost of the new asset? I'm doing it. If you know it, you can do it in 30 seconds. Got an answer. And that's right, Nicholas Xavier Abdulaziz. All of you are right. Yeah. You know, I exchanged my old asset, which was, I bought it for 10,600, but after doing depreciation and whatever, I did my profit or loss, gone, that part gone. But the new part is I'm getting some new asset. How much new asset? I paid from my pocket, 8,900, bank going down. and I exchanged the old one for 1250. So my new asset is 8,900 plus 1250 equals to 10,150. These two added up equals to 10,150. And these are the questions and answers. Yeah, I know definitely you can do the disposal account. The bank account is going down this time, and down only by 8,900. That would be here, 8,900. And the question, calculate purchase cost of the new asset. That is the answer you people gave me, 10150. What will be the carrying amount? That's a nice question. Number D, you can do from here. I just need to give you the depreciation information. What is the depreciation information? What is that? 20%, straight line. 20% SL depre. Okay, what will be the carrying amount? New machine has that 31st August 2020, people. 2020. 20Y0. These people are unbelievable, like BPP, Kaplan, Y0, X0, X. You lazy people they are. They should write 2020. In your real assessment, you're going to get real dates. Don't worry about it. So give me the carrying amount of that machine you have. At the year end 2019, you had this much. 10,150 is the answer. Give me the breakdown. Archon and Nicolette is giving me the answer. Yes, Archon, I'm taking your answer. Good one. 10,150 minus 2030. Look what is being asked, people. Look at this, please. They asked you, I'm doing it for you. Carrying amount. How do you get the carrying amount? Cost minus accumulated depre, don't you? Now cost is 10,150. How do you get the accumulated depre? You got to do over the 2 years because it's 2020. 2019 and 2020, you got to do 2 years accumulated depreciation because at the end of 2019, it was 10,150. So 10,150, if we do 20% of it, I should get 2030. 2030, yeah. That's 2019 and 2000 and what is this? I mean, I was writing like them, 20Y0, yeah? And year 2 means year 1 and year 2 if you do 2030. This 2 makes it 6090. Accumulated depreciation 6090. And then you get carrying amount. I know I'm getting deep. The whole class is going into the deep. Please pay attention. Already we're halfway through. I'll take a break. Could be in some minutes time. How much is that then? 60. What is the carrying amount? 4060. Yeah, okay. Taking your answer, Nicola. Thank you. 4060. Carrying amount is 4060. And that's our answer for this. Ooh, Archram saying 6090. Why? How much is the carrying amount? If my 10,150 minus 6090, 4060 should be the carrying amount, shouldn't it? Yeah. Oh, hold on. Look at this. Does this 2 make 6090? Unbelievable. Yeah. No. The accumulated depreciation, is it 6090? Answer is not. That's why working before and after is not a good thing. 2030 plus 2030 makes it 4060 is my accumulated depreciation. 4060 is my accumulated depreciation. 4060 is my accumulated depreciation. It was just